We're doing the 7-day, 6-night Salkantay and Inca Trail trek to Machu Picchu, covering over 80 kilometers and hiking to over 5,200 meters high into the Andes Mountains. This is our story of taking the most challenging hike of our lives. Hello, travelers. I'm Emily.
And I'm Chris, and we travel the world full-time. Day 1 of our Salkantay and Inca Trail trek. Well, this is it. The day we planned our entire trip around, the day we start the Salkantay Trail.
I'm a bit nervous about what we got ourselves into, but I am also so excited. The Salkantay Pass is our first challenge. It's a grueling trek that, if successful, will be at the highest point we've ever been. Once we conquer that, we'll still have Dead Woman's Pass to get through, and the final hike to the Sun Gate at Machu Picchu.
All our bags are packed. We got our duffels last night from the guide. We have our plastic bags to keep our stuff dry, and everything's ready to go.
We have our 3 bags ready to go. This bag here is the bag I'm going to take on the hike with me every day. This bag is going with the horses and the porters, so I'll have it every night. And this bag we're checking with Alpaca Expeditions, and it's staying here in Cusco for when we return.
We are on the bus, and we are picking everybody up. It is 5 in the morning?
4:45.
4:45, and we are going to be heading to the mountain.
After driving for a few hours, we start to see the mountains.
We just stopped for our first view of Salkantay. You can see the mountain behind me.
We're almost at the trailhead, but first, some breakfast.
We just finished our breakfast and we're about to start our hike. It'll be our first walk of our 7-day trek. When we hiked up Mount Yushan in Taiwan, it was only 4,000 meters, and I suffered from altitude sickness. This time, we spent some time in Cusco before our trek to acclimatize, but I still don't know how my body will react when we get up to the peak of Salkantay Pass at 5,200 meters on day 3. We are working our way up the hill. It's a pretty steep climb so far. We're just taking our time. I think we're about 10 minutes in and I'm already breathing pretty hard. And we've decided not to take any cocoa leaves or altitude sickness meds. Just look at these views.
Are those cabins? No tents for us tonight.
Lucky surprise, we have showers here tonight.
They're cold showers, and they're not very private, but still, showers.
Now we're gonna go check out and see what we have for dinner.
And there's so much freshly made food.
All set for day 2, up the mountain. We've reached the trail that splits off to Humantay, and we've separated from the group. We're just heading up at our own pace at this point because it's just one trail.
Slow and steady up the hill.
It looks beautiful up there.
Humantay Lake is supposed to be absolutely stunning.
It's a little bit of blue sky, a little bit of cloud and fog, and I think I see some llamas or alpacas on the mountain. We just came out into this view. Oh boy, this is going to be something. Let's just try and bring that mountain in. Oh, so beautiful.
We made it.
We're standing here all alone by the lake,
We got up early, we started the hike, and we have this entire place to ourselves.
and we can hear avalanches off in the distance in the mountains behind us.
It is so stunning here.
Wild.
I just love the way the mountain reflects in the crystal clear blue waters.
Everyone's leaving these little towers of rocks for luck. I wanted to leave a bit of a Canadian or British Columbian mark, and I made a little Inukshuk. When we went up this morning, there was nobody else on the trail. We were pretty much the only people. And now it's just like Rainbow Mountain. Horses and people, and it's just a stream all the way up.
Back onto our regular trail towards the Salkantay Pass.
We think we're close to lunch on the second day.
We see some huts in the distance.
We hope that we're going to see a sign when we get around there and it's going to be a big flat area like it was described.
Just when you think you're there, you have to go just a little bit farther.
A little closer now. This definitely looks like it should be it. I see a sign. What do you think, Em?
I really hope it's it. I am ready for lunch. But first, more obstacles.
This isn't sketchy at all.
My love of bridges might be starting to wane. The guy in the hut says we have to go all the way to the end of this field. Finally. I feel so cozy to be in the tent with all the rain outside. This warm soup is so welcome. They make such good food for us. We're about to start our afternoon part of the trek, and it's gonna get cold.
This part of the trail is a little more primitive, a little muddy, a little rocky, and narrow. Feeling a little threatened by this horse. Keeps trying to cut me off, and as soon as I turn my back, makes a move on me.
The horses are trying to intimidate us. They definitely don't like us here. Looks like they're getting ready for a party, and we are not invited. We have a choice to make. We can either camp here for the night, or we can hike up another hour. We know what the horses want us to do. We've decided we're going to go up a little farther. Too bad. The horses seem to have warmed up to us. Or maybe not. Day 2 trekking is almost done. Just behind us, there's a big rock, and the Alpaca Expeditions crew is getting everything all set up for us.
All right, we have to walk into camp, coming over the hill, and here we go. We were fast today, and they haven't fully set everything up, but look at these views. We are at just below 4,600 meters for our campsite tonight, and tomorrow we make the trek to the Salkantay Pass.
It is such a treat not to have to put up and take down our own tents.
As we came into view of our campsite, we could hear avalanches, so we think the hills are alive behind us.
The dining tent is so warm. It feels so good to be in here. I can't wait for happy hour and dinner. Our evening present after dinner tonight was these hot water bottles, and I am so excited. I've got it right up against my stomach and my chest, and it's keeping me so warm on this cold night.
Hold it up.
I don't want to take it away. Oh, so warm. It feels so good. We're on day 3 of our trek. Today we're tackling the Salkantay Pass.
It's really awesome here. Sorry to leave this camp because the views are amazing, and it's a nice sunny morning. Hopefully it stays like that all the way to the pass.
The hike up 600 meters today might not sound difficult on paper, but when you're this high up, the air gets super thin and it's hard to breathe. This trail is not easy, but views like this make it all worthwhile.
For a lot of our trip, our mantra has been, don't step in it. Because everywhere we go, dogs have left their business on the sidewalks. On this trail, we started out with don't step in it because of the horses, but it's just too much. You just gotta go.
You just got to step in it.
You just gotta step in it. This W right here, W right here, W right here, that's our pass, the Salkantay Pass. We're almost there, we can see it, and we're just gonna jump over there. The worst part about hiking this is that I have to watch the ground so I don't trip. But all I want to do is look around me because it's so beautiful.
We were so busy focusing on our hill climb that we almost missed this lake behind us.
When we get back and I look at my pictures, if they look good, I think I might start a Flickr account just to put up the photos and you guys can go and look through them. Because, wow, I don't know if the video will do it justice. I've got some panoramic shots that are just fantastic. And I hope everyone gets to enjoy them. We're almost there. We're getting really close.
I think Chris is being a little optimistic. The air is getting really thin up here.
Closer. Right there behind me. Even closer. Starting to be able to distinguish the little towers people have built up there. I'm at the top. I'm out of breath. But wow. The views on both sides. Now that I'm up here, maybe time for a little bit of a confessional. A year ago, actually even longer than that, Em has been talking about doing this, and there's no way I thought I could do it. And last summer we were hiking in northern Canada. It wasn't even close to this elevation, and I was struggling. And then in Utah, under 3,000 meters, we did some climbs, Idaho too, beautiful climbs, and I struggled. And there was no way I thought I could do even 3 days of hiking. We're doing 7. This is day 3. I'm at 5,200 meters. I'm at the top of the Salkantay Pass. I'm pretty proud of myself, I gotta say. It also just occurred to me that I'm the first person up here today. The horses haven't passed us. I don't know if they go this way, but I'm the first one in our group, and I'm pretty sure our group is the closest to the mountain, so we're the first ones to go today. We haven't seen anyone else. It's just amazing to take it in.
Is this it?
That's it.
Oh my God. Oh. That wasn't easy, but just one step at a time. I'm so happy I want to cry. Oh my God. Oh, it's beautiful.
Look how pointy this is. I wasn't expecting a sharp point at the pass. I was expecting some long, path to go over, but no, this is just like you get up to the top of the mountain and you fall down the other side. We can see our lunch spot down here. Whew, so a long way to go. Our guide keeps wanting us to stop for breaks, but that's not something we usually do. And there's just the tiniest amount of rain. Feels like it might start to rain. So we want to get down to lunch and the tent before that happens. A little bit.
This afternoon, we're seeing some Incan sites for the first time on the trek.
We are at our camp for the night. It was a long walk from lunch, 2.5 hours downhill most of the way. A lot of flat ground too, but it's still tiring, especially after climbing up to the Salkantay Pass today. And it's nice to be here. It's a beautiful valley, beautiful campsite by a river.
Today is day 4 of our trek, and we're hitting the official Inca Trail this afternoon.
This is day number 4. Today we get on the real Inca Trail, though we're on the Inca Trail right now. And we get to send some stuff back, but I don't know what I'm going to send back right now. We need to be under 7 kilograms when we get on the trail today.
And that's the end of our Salkantay Trail portion of our trek. Our Inca Trail video comes out next, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button. We'll see you in our next video.